Pete, please take a look at this shield, hide shield. We have buffalo shield, also from Safavid
Yeah.
period, which is in the museums of Iran. And look at this one. Look at this one, Pete. It's interesting, huh?
Hmm. Very similar. Though the having a boss in the center you see more often in metal shields.
Yes.
Uh, but there's some stuff going on here. Somebody's getting their head split open. Of course, in the foreground, somebody's being stabbed. The man in the piebald horse is riding over the top of the body on the ground.
Yeah.
Um, and he's got a lance which he's stabbing somebody in front of him under the armpit.
Yeah.
Good
Here.
place to get you. Um,
And
it's really a full-on depiction of what's going on.
and
The
look at the
chaos of
Bazuband here,
battle.
Pete. Look at the
Yeah.
Bazuband here. And look, what is this one? Is it a div?
No, I just think his turban's come off and he's bald, and his expression is that of a person who's just had their head cut open.
He
He's
turned
in
into a
shock.
div.
Yeah, I think they've kind of demonized him to an extent. It's it's again the person that's striking him is total wrist down. He's
Yes,
fully extended
fully.
and brought
Let
his
me
wrist
show it
down.
to our viewers. Exactly here. Right.
So yeah, there's a lot going on there, and it's interesting because these attacks are occurring diagonally to where person's going that way, and they're attacking somebody over there. It's like it's all opportunism. Whatever you see, you strike.
Pete, look at here.
Again, that mark.
Yeah.
I bet that might be the royal stables mark or something like that because it's always on somebody important's
Yeah.
horse.
And now look at the Indian army.
Mm. Yeah, it's interesting. Some very short swords there.
Yeah.
Uh, Actually, one of the elephants has got a sword in its trunk.
What did you say? I'm sorry.
That dark elephant
Yeah.
above the white elephant is
Yeah.
holding a sword in its trunk.
A sword in his trunk? Oh God, I did. I'm sorry. Yes, here you go. I didn't realize that first. That's so funny. Yeah, here you go.
I have seen a sword that was supposedly designed for an elephant to use, but it's not an efficient way to use your elephant. But still, um,
Oh
that
yeah.
would be very, that would be immensely scary if you saw it.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, yeah.
It's interesting that they have a little problem painting. You've got the Mogul commander sitting in a howdah, and his mahout, or the person that actually drives the elephant, is sitting in front of him. This is on the white elephant, but they've got a problem with perspective. They're not quite sure how far forward the howdah comes and all that, because the guy would be sitting on the neck of the elephant, and the howdah would be in the middle of the height of the curve of its back. So there'd be a big difference. But if you're not used to elephants, drawing them to scale is really hard.
And look at this. Is it like an emerald in the front forehead of the?
Well, famously, they in India, elephants were often given a steel plate to cover their forehead, and it could be gilded and jeweled. There's a
Yes.
famous story in uh, Mubarak Shah's book, um, where when the Ghazanavids are moving down through Afghanistan, there's a big fortress, and the Raja comes out on his elephant, and the elephant has a steel plate on its forehead like that. And the commander says, "Is there anyone that can rid me of this elephant or this man or whatever?" So one of his archers steps up and he said, "I'll do it for you." And he shoots an arrow that hits the middle of the plate. It doesn't penetrate it, but it makes such a loud noise that it scares the elephant, who turns around and tramples all his own guys. Because elephants aren't stupid; they don't want to get hurt. Um, It's interesting that one of the people there is wearing a Mughal turban, or several are.
Yeah.
So it's a turban that kind of wraps around, and then it has a separate, different coloured band wrapping around that way.
Yeah.
Uh,
This one, for example.
that's one. The man in the holding the shield with the jewels and emeralds on it in the
Here. Yeah.
left of center, him, yeah. That's a real thing, and that's an observational thing where the artist knew what a Mughal turban looked like.
Yes.
Quite a few of them there. Um, they still some. I think the Maharana of Miwa traditionally still wears that type of turban. They're quite small and low to the head, very elegant. Um, but I think they started wearing them in the time of Akbar, and the tradition continued in parts of India until today.
Mm.
Um, it's interesting. There's all kinds of things going on there.
And
Uh,
interestingly, he one of the generals of Nader, Amir Arsalan Khan, his name is written here. So Amir
oh yeah.
Arsalan Khan is unfortunately facing an Indian elephant. I don't think it's a very good idea, but okay, so be it.
Well, there's a couple of things going on there. Interestingly, one of the Mughal soldiers is using his spear two-handed, which you don't often see except on horseback. On
Yeah.
foot, it's rare, but it's a really good technique. So you'd think
Yes.
more people would do it. I think somebody and his horse just got walked over by the elephant. Again, the proportions aren't quite right, but yeah, I mean, I don't think they bought too many. Oh, he might have. Did he bring elephants back from India?
Yeah,
Nadir Shah?
he did.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. So I suppose because they got the feet right and general details of the trunk and that, the ears are a bit weird, but it's much better than something that was done from a person who just worked from descriptions. There's a lot of dead people in striped shirts. Have you noticed? Or
Yeah,
injured people in striped shirts.
as well.
And,
Yes.
and as I say, there are people all over the place that are knocked
Yes.
sideways by this.
And he's wearing a charine.
Yeah, yeah. But the elephant worked out that his weakest point is his neck. Yeah, I
Yes,
wouldn't want to be him.
exactly. And here you can see some more. Okay, we saw this perspective already.
Yeah, yeah. This it's just
Interesting.
really wild.
Unbelievable.
There's heaps of musketeers or arquebusiers in the center top part of that, all shooting.
And the name of this Indian general is also written here, Saadat Khan. So whoever it is, he is written.
So I'm sure that he's recorded in the history books
Yeah,
because
definitely.
we've got both sides of this
Yeah.
because it's in the Mughal history books as well as
Yeah.
in the Persian ones.
Look at
Run
this
away!
one.
This is
Funny, huh?
chaotic, isn't it? Yeah, yeah. It's things would be going so fast in a real battle. I mean, this is obviously
Look
they're
at this
trying to.
soldier. Is an old soldier, right? With full
Yeah,
beard.
yeah. Us white bearded people are dangerous. As I
Yes.
said, so far the Chehel Sultan has had fierce fat warriors and now fierce white bearded warriors. We're very dangerous people when you get the two of them together. Uh, it's interesting that maybe not technically accurate. I'm not sure, but the Mogul man on horseback in the foreground who is being hit by the lance of the white bearded man is wearing high heeled Persian style boots as opposed to.
Ah, yeah,
I'm not sure how popular they were in India. Um,
yeah.
I mean, they certainly could have made them. They had skilled workmen, and they're very good at shoemaking still in the traditional style. Um, oh yeah, look at that. I'm not sure, but has he got hinged earpieces on his helmet that he's folded up
Yeah,
out of the way?
it's hinged. Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Because
Yeah.
I've seen that on Turkish helmets.
Yes,
It's
that's what he has.
something.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Um,
That's what he
he's
has.
yeah, the man he's just killed looks very sad, as
Yes.
you would be. There's but people, like they quite clearly blows to the top of the head were quite common
Yeah.
because in this one small section of the painting there are two people, one being hit and one who had been hit.
Yes.
Um,
Yes. Shamshi
weirdly enough,
Zadan is often mentioned in many
yeah,
manuscripts everywhere.
weirdly enough, people not haven't survived being cut right down to the nostrils, but have been survived by being cut into the skull and through the bone just by luck. I mean, famously, I can't remember who it was, but somebody you could actually see his brain.
Yes.
And he lived for years. Obviously, turbans are good for keeping germs out. But the point I'm making is that it doesn't necessarily kill you straight away, though it's got a good chance of giving you a concussion if it doesn't. Um,
Pete, look at
so it's
the bolchak here. Do you see the knob
yeah, he's
here?
got round
Yeah, you
ball
see
tips
how
to his.
unbelievable. These Chehel Sotun, all paintings are unbelievable.
There's so
Really.
much detail,
Yeah.
but again, this is why if the number of paintings that were done over, say, even from the Timurid period to the Qajar period had a large proportion had survived, we would have an entirely more complete understanding of what people were doing.
Yeah.
Um, there's something vaguely 1920s cartoonish about the guy with the sword. If you look at his face and the way it's shaded, it's kind of like this 1920s kind of look to me.
Yeah.
Uh, there's just there's a lot of freedom in what the artists are doing. There's a lot of
Yes.
variation. It's
Good.
remarkable.
Again, a char ayne here.
Hmm.
Interesting.
There's so many different poses
Yeah.
with
Unbelievable.
the old man wearing the yoke, so he's a prisoner. Who are they rescuing him? What's happening? I think they're rescuing him.
Where is
Um,
it? Oh, here. The old man
yeah,
here.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
See how they're holding up their hands? Don't kill us. We're on your side.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Here you go. Yeah, yeah, here.
Yeah, it's just showing so much.
Pete, look at this guy. What is he doing? Look.
We've got to take a head home.
Yeah.
Notice makes you wonder whether that little top knot was there just to aid in their head being cut off.
God. Pete, look how much detail is in this painting.
It's just got so much going on.
Unbelievable.
There's, you know, I think it would take hours to go through because you'd have to take each figure one at a time and then look at the
Yes, it
people
takes
around them and
hours
see
if you
what
want
they're
to do a
doing.
detailed analysis. You can also write
Somebody,
scientific papers on it. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, it'd be well worthwhile.
Pete, look at these cannons shooting.
The one with the kind of duck's mouth or swan's mouth.
Yes, this one. Yeah.
There are real cannons like that. This is not imaginary.
Yes, they are. Absolutely.
I think the Zanburak
Samburak.
cannons often had that kind of thing.
Yes.
I'm not,
Samburak.
Again, look, one of the cannoneers has a thick black beard.
Yes.
The Mughals employed a lot of Turkish firearms experts, even into this period.
Yes.
And of course, from the Turks' point of view, the Ottomans' point of view, sending experts to India
Yes.
was attacking their enemy from the
Yeah.
back
Of
when they
course.
were attacking from the front. So it
Absolutely.
was,
Absolutely.
worthwhile. But yeah, there's a degree of, I mean, there's something quite amusing about the faces. They're all individual, but they also have individual expressions. Like some people are looking over there, some people are looking over there. Some people look terrified, other people look confused,
Yeah.
some people look very determined. And the guy behind the man in the China looks very sneaky. He's got a nasal on his helmet too.
On his Charine, it says Khan ibn Khan, means the Khan, the son of Khan. This guy.
Ah, So he's from a noble family.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose you have to be to afford it, China.
So the war scenes, which are they are called Chel Jang. Jang means war, as you know,
Mm-hmm.
40 wars, because Chel Sotun. But then they have now Chel Ziyafat or Chel Majlis, means celebration. So this one,
Oh,
Shah Tahmas the first receives Humayun Shah. This is this one.
okay.
So no war
Oh,
anymore.
this is a very famous painting. Yeah,
Yes, very famous.
because this is the occasion when Sher Shah had driven Humayun off the throne in Delhi.
Yes,
So he went to Iran to get help from the Shah.
yes,
And looking at this, you can see they made some attempt to show the different styles of clothing that
yes.
people from different places wore.
Okay,
So the
excuse me.
Shah,
Shah Tahmas sitting. Look at his Shamshir
yeah,
bead.
yeah, that's a nice looking shamshi.
Yeah.
And he's
And
got Kurchi holding his bow.
yeah,
There's Siladar holding his sword, and there's two people holding guns for him.
yes,
So these aren't the weapons aren't for the people. The weapons are
yes.
ceremonial weapons associated with the
Again,
Shah.
spatulated quillins here, right? What we have
Yeah,
here, right? Again.
I
This
think
one is
this
Shah
must.
Abbas, the first one, but okay, you see how often the spatulated quillions are shown here. Not only, but how often, right, Pete? Yes,
Yeah, much more so than in I mean, in other paintings, there's quite a variety of quills
yes,
shown.
yes.
Um, but
It's clear.
the fact that there are surviving sorts of quillins like that is
Yes,
is really interesting. It's
yes,
also interesting that unlike a lot of swords, uh, these rarely have a wrapping around the top part of the langets,
yes.
where often there is a wrapping in surviving swords, and usually there was a loop in it to put your hand through so you didn't drop your sword. But these ones are pure, and so are all the swords that you've shown us, actual swords in photographs. So
Yes.
I'm not saying that they couldn't have had them and they've been taken off or they've fallen off over the centuries.
So
So
it's
here are
Humayun
the
Shah.
yeah.
Pete, look at what
So
he's carrying for him.
Toa, yeah,
And
that's
look,
nice. Kata.
yes.
Yeah, so, and even the shoes are the same as you see in Mogul miniatures. So
It's
they're wearing proper shoes.
unbelievable.
The detail is incredible.
Incredible. For
Yeah,
example,
and
I put here
yeah,
one here just for our viewers to look at this. This is the 12 bar, as we said. So you can, okay, some of them have this hand guard, knuckle guard, some of them don't. This one doesn't. I just put one with knuckle guard. But look at the hilt. That's what
yeah,
he,
but that's that blade would be very popular in Iran.
yeah,
They would like that one because that's that broad Shamshir style blade. It's
yes,
not quite a typical Tula blade. It's very
yes,
Persian influence, but
yes,
still, they were very popular in India. Uh, and I'm using India as a broad term. I'm not trying to distinguish between India and Pakistan today and Bengal. Um, I mean like the Indian subcontinent, the whole
yes,
thing, because
yes.
uh, it was lots of separate states with one big empire in the middle. But there
And
were
you know what I forgot? I forgot to put the Qatar. But okay, it doesn't matter. Next time,
yeah,
right?
well,
Yes,
and this is really, really well done. That fabric pattern with the flowers and that, I think that in Copenhagen or Stockholm, there are coats that were presents from the Shah
mm, mm,
to the King of Sweden and the King of Denmark. And the fabric, the degree of decoration, like a gold background fabric with flowers or people or animals.
yes.
It was a real thing at the time this painting was done. It
And
was
look at the
very
next one,
high.
please. Look at the next one. Pete, please pay attention to this. You thought that that Safavid warrior you saw was overweight, but look at this guy.
Yeah, he's moved on. He's in the next level. He's a heavyweight fighter, that fella. Uh, and he's got a substantially huge moustache to go with it. There's about five different styles of moustache in this one small section of the painting.
God, he's really overweight. Look at him. My
Yeah,
God.
well, it happens. That there's food and you eat it, and you're not doing. I mean, weirdly enough, he probably did a lot of exercise because there was no sitting around in the Safavid court. You've got various decanters for either rosewater or wine.
Yes.
I'm thinking wine, judging by the
Yes.
man in the foreground.
Yes.
So, gold,
Yes.
porcelain,
Yes.
uh, and possibly inlaid metal of some sort. Is that a bowl full of cucumbers?
Yes.
I
Here.
mean, a nice
Cucumbers.
cucumber is very refreshing, but it's weird to see. And there's covered bowls of food.
Yes.
Um, there's
Unbelievable.
fruit. Looks like pomegranates in one of those
Yes.
gold
Pomegranates.
things.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah,
Here.
because
Yes.
they're so tasty.
Yes.
Um,
And look at these ones.
I'll be dancing girls or boys because we're not ever really sure. Um, again, look at the fabrics. So often in Persian paintings, they like to show plain, strong colors. But
Yes.
this is, I mean, surviving garments often are in very highly decorated fabric.
Yes.
The long plaits are quite a typical thing because women didn't cut their hair usually.
Yes.
So there were various ways of managing it.
And there were also different types of showing women. Okay, here in this type, the woman that you cannot see the breasts, but if the breasts are shown naked or other parts of the body, there are always different interpretations.
Yeah, well, this is really interesting because weirdly enough, the women are wearing two different types of chemise under their
Yes,
robes. The woman on the right is wearing one that's front opening, and that
yes,
usually opens down to the waist. And it's possibly designed to make it easy to breastfeed. I could be
yes,
wrong about that, but very rarely do men's shirts open down the center. The woman on the right, uh, I'm guessing that it opens diagonally from the right-hand shoulder across there. I've seen Qajar shirts or chemises for women where it opens on both sides. So there's a button on either side and it's like a placket that folds down in the front.
yes,
Because men and women's shirts were cut very similarly, but it's the opening that difference that you can tell the difference. They're
yes,
wearing well, the page who's got the wine and the cup is wearing high heeled slippers over soft boots, I would say. I mean, some people might think of them as socks, but often they're actually thin leather boots. The woman on the right is wearing slippers,
yes,
and the woman on the left may be wearing those inner boots that you wear with
yes,
shoes. It's I
yes.
mean, the artist is just putting in every detail he can think of. Um,
Oops, sorry. And the
yeah,
next
no,
one, look at them. Beat.
panpipes.
Yes.
Um, and is that a well? It's not a sandtalk because he's plucking it, so
Yeah, I
it's
don't know
that
what
other
it
instrument.
is.
Yeah, there's a name for the santor is the one you hit with the little hammers,
Yes,
and the one that you pluck is different. I've seen it performed. There's an Iranian group that's got a lot of YouTube videos of traditional instruments being played. Rastak, I think,
yes, that's
and
called. Yes,
you get to see how all these instruments are being played. The big tambourine with the little cymbals around the edge. Uh, I'm not quite sure what kind of lute is being played there.
yeah,
Um, the one with the falling back
yes,
head on the neck. What's that called? So many Persian instruments. It's not easy. I mean, I know that sitar ones and things like that that are
yes.
much simpler. In fact, I found a video on YouTube of somebody making one the other day, and it was really impressive.
And the
Um,
next one, Shah Abbas the Great, the first, 1588 to 1629, receives Akbar Shah. This is this one.
wow.
This one is also very interesting because this is Shah Abbas in this painting.
Yeah, Carabella,
Yeah, that's
beautifully shown.
yeah,
Beautiful heavily jeweled khanjar,
Yes.
lots of jewels on it.
Lots of jewels. Yes. And here,
Wow, this is very, very detailed.
very detailed.
I think things like the plates, the fruit in, and stuff like that. I think they're still in Iran
Yes, they are.
because I've seen. I've got a picture. I've got a book on the treasury,
Bead.
and there's
Go ahead, go ahead.
yeah, yeah, those ones.
Would you like to have a
They and
glass
they
of
just
wine? Would you like to have a
yeah,
glass of wine from here? Look. Look how
it's
well
beautifully done,
painted
isn't
it
it?
is.
And
It's so
this is it.
vivid.
Everything in this is like objects you can relate to real objects. Um, the man in the orange Humayuni robe under the decorative kaftan, he and so the man in the white one, they both fall to the left, which usually indicates they're Hindus as opposed to Muslims. That
They
was
do
a
what? I'm
that was
sorry, I
a
didn't get you.
the robes, which in Persian used to be called Humayuni, imperial robes. They fold over to the
Oh, yes.
right and do up under the right arm if you're a Muslim
Yes.
or a Mongol,
Yes.
and they fold over to the left and do up under the left arm if you're a Hindu.
Hindu. Yes.
And this was fairly consistent in Mughal India. You notice the short robe with the like fur down the collar, the short sleeves. A couple of those survive from India,
Mm.
and they're really beautiful fabrics. There's one in the British Museum, I think, it's such high quality. Usually the fur is gone. They were worn in Iran. You can see it's quite common in Iran to wear robes like that.
Beat. Look at this. Other Safavids, also Karbala hilt,
Yeah.
and
Hmm.
bejeweled khanjar again. Bejeweled khanjar
And,
again.
yeah, and the turbans are very much Shah Abbas period, aren't they?
Yes. Very.
So this is historical painting. They're actually obviously in the Royal Collection. There are books with paintings from the time, and they
Yes.
can go back and look at those, and then they can do the wall painting as close as they want it to
Yes.
be to accuracy. Um,
So, bead.
yeah,
This is a
that's
Safavid
it.
period Karabella Shamshir, which is published in Jewels and Patterns Crucible Steel from a very famous Polish collection now. And look at these
Yeah,
swords. Three, you look
yeah,
at this. Shah Abbas was wearing it, one in his guys, and this guy who's carrying it. Three
yeah.
in one painting.
And the thing is, there's always discussion about who invented them first, whether it was the Safavids, the Turks, or the Poles. Pretty, I'm guessing fairly strongly that it was probably. It depends on what Carabella really means.
We did, I mean, Professor Toishkin, you know that our colleague from Ukraine. Some
Yeah.
years ago, we wrote a very extensive article, which was published in Gladius, this journal, famous
Uh-huh.
Gladius, on Carabella.
Yeah.
Again, there are different opinions. Everyone, you know, the way I look at it, Pete, is like who was the first who invented what? Cultures influence each other. In my opinion, instead of saying, oh, we invented it first, we need to look at the development of that type of hilt in any culture.
Yeah. I think you're right about that because it's in quite a few cultures.
Yes.
They all liked it.
Yes.
There's slight variations.
Yeah.
Uh, Sometimes the pommel is more bird-like. I mean, in the painting, on the left, it almost looks like a parrot's head. Um, but they were very popular, and of course, the hilt and the blade evolved differently in different
Yeah.
places. So in some places, the blade got quite wide,
Yes.
and in other places, it was just one of the many Shamshir shaped
Let me
hilts.
just
The other
add
thing to
something for our
notice,
viewers, please, Pete. You know, for example, I love Chinese blades. They're excellent pattern welded blades from China,
mhm,
but also love Japanese blades. But all know, also Japanese sword experts know, the way of folding steel came from China to Japan. But Japanese went their own way. They perfectionized it into making Nihonto. So who cares who was the
Oh
origin.
yeah. Well, this is
You
it.
know, these are, I'm
Yeah.
sorry, this is kiddies' game. Who invented it first? Look at
Oh
the
yeah.
development in
Because
the country. Forget who invented it first. You know, that's
yeah.
my take
What?
on it.
Yeah. You pick it up and say, what does this sword feel like? I must point out, because of my interest in archery, that the Shah is wearing a thumb ring.
Uh, oh, I did. Where is it?
It's on.
Let me go back.
Well, sorry, whoever it was in the middle was wearing a thumb ring. He was holding a cup of wine. That man
Ah,
there with the
that guy.
yeah,
He's wearing a
and
thumb ring. Yes.
yeah, and typically when you're not shooting, you turn the thumb ring around so it faces backwards, so that only a small part is on the inside of your hand, so you don't have trouble picking things up.
Yeah,
A lot of people used to say, "Oh no, they shot with them that way around." No, if you wear a thumb ring a lot, which I have done, um,
yeah.
it's just a practical way of doing other things. Like if you
Beautiful.
wanted to draw your sword, you
Here,
just turn the
excuse
thumb
me.
ring on.
Here it was. Here it
Yeah,
was. Yeah, here
yeah.
it was. Yeah, yeah.
And I've got thumb rings that are very close to that shape.
Yeah.
Um, one of them is in jade and it's more likely from India, though there are quite a few Persian depictions of them from the
Beat
17th century.
perfect. Look at this Carabella hilt and look at how it's depicted. Look at this
Yeah,
similarity in shape.
yeah. This is so consistent, isn't it? They
Unbelievable.
even where you can see the rivets, they've
Yeah,
got the same number of rivets
yeah.
holding the grip scales on, three
Yes.
rivets, which like a normal shamshir maybe
Pete,
have
when I
two.
saw that, and I know that I published this important Shamshis in a very important collection in private collection in I think the largest private collections of Persian in Poland, and there's a crown jewels because Asadullah blade, right? And look at the
Mhm.
quillins here, and look at the quillins here. Look at Pete, and all the similarities. Unbelievable, huh?
Oh yeah, this is really interesting. I'm very tempted to think that the red cord around the cummerbund of the image in the center is
Mm.
probably the um, belt for the sword, wrapped around a couple of times and tied off. Because I've seen Ottoman swords done that way. We kind of think of sword belts like 19th century cavalry officers. Sword belts were all very, you know, unique. But in reality, a lot of times sword belts were
Yes.
just cord.
Um, Bejeweled khanjars. I'm going hopefully one day to get the permission for the Central Bank of Iran. These khanjars are many of them are in Central Bank of Iran. I just put
Yeah.
two, one enameled khanjar and one khanjar which is heavily chiseled and gilded, just to look at
Mhm.
them. Beautiful, right?
And notice that there are quite straight ones in the painting, and there's a real straight one. I
Yes,
mean, they've got a very slight curve, but
yes.
it's important to realize when paintings accurately represent objects. We
B,
sometimes,
didn't we talk about different types of khanjars and pishkabs? Yeah,
yeah,
we did.
yeah, we
It's
did.
amazing. All right, exactly, exactly.
There's
That's
a huge, huge number. I remember the one on the left because it's so beautiful.
yes,
The decoration is so beautiful, I should say.
unbelievable.
Um,
And this one, well, you know,
is it a card
yeah, it
or
looks like a card, right? Exactly. It looks
yeah?
like a card.
It
Exactly.
could be a straight bladed peshkabs though.
Or exactly. I didn't
Yeah.
put a, I should have put a straight bladed pishkabs or a
Oh,
card. I didn't
wait a
because I
minute.
was not sure
I
what it
may
is.
I may have one just here. Let me have a
Okay.
quick look.
Mhm.
Uh oh yeah. There's a
Yes.
curved bladed one. Ah, here's a straight bladed one.
Yes. Some of them are straight bladed.
So I'll take it.
Yes. Yes. Just excuse me. I was just looking at this. Can you show it again, please, Pete? I'm sorry. I was just
Yeah.
distracted. Can you show it again? Yeah, exactly. That's it. Straight bladed. That's it. That's a straight bladed pishkabs. Exactly. Like the one depicted here. That's it. That's it.
Yeah. There and again, like most fish carbs, index finger uh,
Yes.
position because
Yes,
you know
that's right.
this is the classic forward stabbing glide.
Yes, absolutely. So this was
Yeah,
this one. And also matchlock is shown here, or
yeah.
that's why I put one here.
Again, multiple. I can't remember the name of those little
Yeah, I
bands. They've got
just
a particular name in
yeah,
European thing. You can also see the strap and buckle on the strap for supporting
yes.
uh, the musket as well.
Oh, this guy has a very big mustache, huh?
I I love the mustache.
This is
There's a painting from the 17th or 18th century of a guy had his mustaches out like what? I think it's in one of the books on Shah Abbas, and he's just so he must have had trouble walking through doors. It's so
exactly.
wide. But again, see the difference in the turbans. They're multicolored.
Yes.
They're a different shape from the earlier turbans.
Look at them. Funny, huh?
They're very serious. Except some the two guys in the middle are kind of looking at the viewer. You know, they've turned their eyes. Oh, what's going on over there?
Look at
They're
her
eating
face,
watermelon.
Pete. How beautifully
Yeah,
painted, huh?
yeah, and how totally disinterested.
Yes.
Oh, see, you can tell I've got old. I looked at the watermelon first. Um,
Okay.
that proves that your brain has deteriorated. Um,
Okay.
Again, see, this is entirely different. These are all wearing high heels,
Yes.
which I mean was mainly a men's fashion in Iran,
Yeah.
but women did start wearing them. In the late Safavid period, I think there's a couple of paintings of a man and a woman, like in adjacent paintings, where they're both wearing high heel shoes.
Pete, let me just
Um,
show something to you. You're going to love that one. Hold on. Where was that? Oh, okay. No, not here. You see that here? There is a small fruit knife.
all right, yes,
Let me show it to you. I wanted to show it to you, talk to you about that. Where is that? Oh, where did I put it? Here. Look at this,
yeah,
Pete.
yeah, yeah, I can see it.
It's funny in the watermelon.
And it's got a two-color hilt as well. So there's ivory in the middle, and there's
Yes.
probably buffalo
I
horn at the
saw
top,
them
not
in
the.
collections, these small knives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's that cards are knives. They're quintessentially a normal knife. You can get ones with armor-piercing tips, and you can get big ones and small ones. But the small ones are just table knives,
It's
really.
so rare to find a picture of a fruit knife in Safavid paintings. That's why it's lovely.
Yeah, I think there was a knife in the watermelon as well. So it's this particular painting is particularly careful. No, the other thing I've just noticed that one of the women has castanets,
Oh,
wooden
that's
and ivory
true.
castanets. The woman on the left, yeah, that's her.
That she does.
And there are quite a few Persian paintings showing dances. I think mainly from the Qajar period with castanets, so they were quite popular.
Yes, beautiful.
I mean,
And
this is more like a sitar, but it's different. Oh, a Comanche.
yes,
Comanche, yeah.
yeah, here. Yes.
Yeah, they're a beautiful instrument to listen to. We have a Persian woman in Australia who plays it, and it's stunning. It's wonderful to listen to.
So, Beat, that was the what we wanted to talk about. That
It
was
just before we leave that, was my impression right? Did the musicians have a giant bowl of wine?
yes, indeed.
Wow, musicians don't change from culture to culture.
Pete, did you
Oh,
like these wall paintings?
I think they were brilliant. They were so detailed, so interesting subjectively. The painting style from a technical point of view was really interesting. Um, and the fact that, which really surprised me was the attempt to present some of the clothes historically. as opposed to just dressing everybody as people dress today. And also, they were quite clear in distinguishing Uzbeks from Moguls from Persians.
Yes, yes,
So clothes, footwear, turbans, swords. I mean, there was a real attempt to show the different natures and qualities of the different ethnic groups. Because I mean, the Uzbeks and the Persians did not get on well.
no.
The Mughals and the Persians occasionally got on well. Um, and at various times everybody was friendly, and at other times everybody was enemies. But the interesting thing is, most people, if there was a discussion between the Mughal ambassador and the Shah, they'd both speak in Farsi. Um,
Yes,
but we think monolingually because like so many people speak English now, whether as a first or second language. So it's a hugely successful language. Well, in the 17th, 18th centuries, so many people spoke Farsi
many, many people.
in that whole area. And weirdly enough, when the English expanded into India, one of the first things they mastered was reading and writing in Persian.
Uh,
Almost all the early administrators and everything like that in the British East India Company spoke good Persian
They do, yes,
because
no,
that's what educated people spoke.
yes,
And it was an international language like English is today, like French was in the 19th century. Um,
yes,
so it's really interesting when you see that and you realize that, oh yeah,
yeah,
these people are just going to be able to talk to each other with no trouble.
mm, yes. Many thanks, Pete, for taking part today. And again, it was very fruitful discussion. It was very nice talking about all these different things, right?
Yeah,
Weapons and
it,
so on.
it's funny, isn't it, how different people see different things in the painting? So I
Yeah,
saw things that you hadn't seen. You pointed out things that I hadn't
yeah,
noticed. It, two heads are better than one.
yes. Thank you very much, Pete, and have a nice day. Bye
It was a
bye.
great pleasure.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.